Hey guys, Cam here. Today I'm chatting to Cole, Dylan, and Braeden from Wallows. These guys are absolute legends. They've got an EP coming out on the 23rd of October, plus they're also doing a virtual tour. The best show for New Zealand, Australia, and Asia is the 27th of September. If you want to grab some tickets, check out wallowsmusic.com. They're just $15. It's going to be a good time. I just want to start by saying, absolutely loving the new music, but for a second I want to go back to like the beginning of your story. How did you guys come together as a band?
Oh, yeah, we came together as a band when we were a lot younger. We were probably about 10, 11, well, the band was probably like 12, 13, I would say. So probably about 12, 13. I mean, Dylan and I met each other when we were about 9 years old. And we started bonding over our love for music.
For each other.
Yeah,
Just a big old bromance.
Exactly, the bromance, the early stages. Like classic rock music we were really inspired by. And then Dylan heard about this music program called Join the Band, where you can go and meet up with like someone that's in your similar age group, and you practice, and then you put on a show at like a LA venue. So that's where we met Cole. I always say like we walked in the door and he was under a light beaming down upon him, the shrine. But
So
anyway,
angelic.
So angelic. And then after that, after we played the show, we were like, why don't we actually be in a band and like practice and write songs and try to play out? And we were very young, like 12, 13, but we did it, and now here we are. Here we are all these years.
It's crazy that had we not signed up for the same program at the same time, we would not be sitting here right now.
It was definitely like totally by chance.
Wallows would even be like.
No, I don't. I mean,
that's
The
weird.
whole
We might
world.
have just started music for all we know. It's just weird.
yeah, crazy.
Crazy times. So you were talking about like classic rock being a bit of an influence for you guys. Who would you say are some artists who have influenced you?
I mean, the Beatles were number one for me, and they still kind of just are, like in general. Like, I mean, they always just kind of I don't know. I listen to them like, damn, that's so good. But so they were like the beginning. That's like what got me into music. Like I used to love like
Damn,
sorry,
so good.
damn, so good. But yeah, like Beatles, and it turned into like Jimi Hendrix, and then Led Zeppelin, and then it turned into like Arctic Monkeys and the Strokes, and then it turned into like Arcade Fire, and then it turned into Frank, and then it turned into all these people. So it's like it's been a progression, but it's still in the same pool. You can go take a dip with McCartney, and then you can go take a dip with St. Vincent.
Massive congratulations with all the success that you guys have been having with Nobody Gets Me Like You. Talk to me about how the song came together.
Yeah, that song is like a love song that is inspired by, get someone who gets you more than, you think someone can get you. That's like the that's like the biggest arcing thing. But yeah, no, it was just me and Cole were in a room with our bud Sachi and just standing there, and we started making this song. The music was coming along, and then we were like, what should we sing about? And then it just kind of came out, not gonna lie. Like it happened, the words happened, and then they kind of got fine-tuned into what they are now. But yeah, just kind of a love song that I never really truly have written so far. Like I've never really wrote lyrics that are like love song vibes. There's still hints of like, it's not a full love song. I don't know. It's like a different approach.
Yeah, and I think it's also kind of inspired by like early 2000s like pop music, in the sense that it's just like this very like grand, like very like, it's like not that specific. It's just like, here's like this very just like what it is kind of thing, which I also think kind of plays into the theme of Nobody Gets Me Like You, because like when you connect with somebody on that level, like there really isn't necessarily an explanation for it. It just kind of happens, So that's, I guess, I don't know, it all kind of works together in that way.
And your collaboration with Clairo, Are You Bored Yet, is awesome. Talk to me about how that collab came about.
It all started weirdly at like South by Southwest 2018. We made friends with like Gus Dapperton and
it wouldn't have happened
his
without
crew.
Gus.
Yeah, it wouldn't have happened without Gus, because this guy Dylan, who he works with and does a lot of his visual content with, was friends with Claire, and then we were talking about like, oh yeah, like we're big fans. Like I'm a huge fan of hers, and she only had like her Bandcamp stuff and like Pretty Girl and Flaming Hot Cheetos out at the time, and I was obsessed with those songs. I was like, I can introduce you. And I was like, cool, and they just DM'd us both on Instagram, introduced us to each other, and then we had like talked a few times like we had DM back and forth just casually, and then we were recording the album and we knew that we wanted like a feature on a song and we felt like she would really fit it. And I waited till like we were nearly done recording because I was nervous to ask someone to be on a song. We'd never done that before. And I messaged her, I was like, hey, like, do you want to be on this thing? Like, we think it'd really work. And then it took her a couple days to reply, but then she was like, yeah, I love it. I actually happen to be in LA. I can come to the studio today. And we're like, oh, sure. And then she came over, wrote her part, sang it, and it was done. The rest is history now.
That's the universe working in your favor. Like, the fact that she was just in LA at the right time, that's so sick.
I know.
Yeah.
It's really funny. It really worked out really well.
Do you guys have any dream collabs?
Oh man.
I mean, like, yes.
Yeah.
But there are ones that inevitably, I'm sure, won't happen. But, like, that's, I mean.
Yeah, Pharrell.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God. Frank
yes.
Ocean, of course, but, like, Frank has had Beyonce do backup vocals for him. So, I don't know how.
Yeah. Honestly, I would love to just like be in the same studio room working with Drake.
Oh my God.
Drake
yeah.
is the most like one of the most prolific songwriters of all time.
I would absolutely
It's
love to make a
insane.
song with Drake.
Yeah.
That'd be insane.
He seems like so. I just how
Because
does
every
he
time
work?
someone's
Like,
on a song with Drake, like, I love Laugh Now, Cry Later. Love that song. And, like, Lil Durk is on it. And I just think, like, I'm like, damn, like, Lil Durk must be like, holy shit, I'm in the studio recording a song with Drake right now.
Yeah.
Anyone doing a song with Drake is like, holy shit, I'm gonna be on a Drake song. Like, that's gonna be great.
Yeah, he seems pretty cool.
Damn.
Yeah,
That'd be
I don't
awesome.
know. That'd be great.
So wild. And your EP Remote comes out on the 23rd of October. Cannot wait to hear it. What can we expect from the EP?
Frank collab. Drake. It's gonna,
A bunch of surprising collaborations.
I think you can expect kind of like a smorgasbord
Yeah.
of songs. Just kind of like a bunch of different sounds that we kind of experimented with.
Yeah.
That kind of feel like Wallows, but also are kind of leaning in an experimental direction, and they all kind of feel different from each other, but in like a cohesive way. That's kind of what you can expect.
And you guys made the EP in isolation. How was that experience?
It
Well, the
was
hard work was on
interesting.
Cole for sure.
Yeah, definitely, like a lot of the parts that we were writing, like we worked with our friends Sachi and John, who, you know, thankfully they are such amazing producers. So they, you know, they facilitated this whole process so well. But we'd like put together a demo and send it to them. They'd make a version, send it back, and it kind of worked that way. But if Braeden had like a guitar idea, you know, he doesn't have an interface like to record into his computer. So he'd like either play it or like mouth me a part. And like play in, and
Yeah.
all the vocals actually that were recorded are their iPhones, and they sent me takes, and then I would comp it together and then send those stems off to our friends Sachi and John. So it was definitely like extremely virtual, and like that made it probably take longer than had we just been in the room together. But
Yeah, we didn't see each other at all. Like
we
us
didn't see
three.
each other a single time.
The whole
That's mental.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah, but it's possible these days, and I think we took advantage of that. And I'm really happy with how the songs turned out, because they certainly would not be the way that they are if it wasn't for this COVID situation. So
It's so mental that you can create an album together but not actually be together. Like that
it's weird.
just blows my mind.
It really worked out. Like, we're very proud of the songs, but like, we are very excited to create a project together in like a room with real like
Yeah.
instruments again. We're very like we're nearing recording our second album, and we're honestly like so excited to do it the kind of OG way again.
OG, take it back.
Right, exactly.
And in terms of the track list, you guys have released it on your social media and stuff. Is there a particular song you're most excited for your fans to hear?
That's a great
Honestly,
question.
all of them. I mean,
I'm gonna try to pick one.
I am really excited for people to hear Virtual Aerobics.
Yes, I'm also excited for people to hear Coastlines.
Me too.
Yeah,
That's like
especially after what we just
that one. I
Coastlines.
think that is actually it. Yeah, because that one is the one that I feel like is one of the more experimental tracks. But
Yeah.
But equally still like is in this like poppy like
Yeah.
you know digestible sort of world.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
like you know
No, there's nothing
Aphex
that's-
Twin.
no,
It's
no.
not like crazy out there.
Yeah. I think Coastlines or Wish Me Luck or Talk Like That.
true.
Just listen to the whole thing. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, listen to the
So good.
Of it.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Or the last three.
the last three.
And you guys are doing a virtual tour. Talk me through how this works.
It's pretty weird. but it's cool. We have the last show, which I think is, it's timed for like New Zealand, Australia, Asia. You get a ticket, you get a link, you type in the code, you watch. It's cool. I mean, we tried to make them feel as much like a normal in real life Wallows show as we could. Like the stage banter isn't really too far off from what we would normally do anyways. We played to cameras and no people, which was a new experience. But I think after doing it a couple times, it felt, more relaxed and more natural. I think these serve a good purpose to like sort of hold people over and give people who wanted to see us this year on the canceled shows an opportunity to do so. And then also just to build hype and momentum and excitement going into our shows that can happen hopefully next year, I guess. We just want to get back out on the road, but these will have to do for now.
Thank you guys so much for your time. It's been so great chatting. Looking forward to seeing you in New Zealand soon, and looking forward to the virtual tour and the EP. You guys are legends.
Let's go.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Excited.
Thank you.
You.